I am running out of things to talk to my therapist about that won't get me thrown in depression jail, so today I'm going to be finding the absolute worst Happy Home Paradise request I can and trying to give it justice. And by justice, I mean maybe a half-assed DC comic. I feel like I should fly over first before I do this. I feel like I need to get there like it's the White House, like I'm being inaugurated right now. I don't even know why I would be inaugurated on Animal Crossing. I feel like this is more of a socialist game than anything. That's not true. Maybe it is. I don't know. I feel like I need to look into the politics of Animal Crossing before I can say anything. Maybe there is an Animal Crossing president and maybe it's me. Or maybe it's Joe Biden again, but in a little Animal Crossing form. You don't know. You haven't looked. Have you looked? Have you gone into the White House and looked around for him? No? Okay, he's always lurking. He's coming for you. He's in your walls. I haven't been over here in a very long time. I feel like I miss Lottie, but our little fling is like over now because I have Fuchsia and that feels a little bit awkward. But you know what? She's my boss, so that probably shouldn't have happened anyway. I don't know. Either way, I'm here and Nico is going to question me. Oh no. This is awkward. This is really deeply awkward. I think it's been a month since I've been here. I'm so sorry. Has she been standing here the whole time starving to death? I'm really sorry about that. I think you should go get checked for skin cancer now. The sun can't be good. I need to fix this. That was the most terrifying thing that's ever happened to me. I feel like I'm getting hunted by the IRS. I feel like she's gonna fire me. Can they fire me? Is this an at-will state? What am I gonna do here? Do I get any compensation? Am I allowed to be on unemployment? I'm scared now. I'm scared. I'm scared for my life. I'm genuinely terrified. I don't know what to do anymore. I have a family. Okay, I guess it's time for me to do this. Let's see. I'm gonna go on Wikipedia and hopefully I have these amiibos because if I don't, well, I'm fucked. That's it. That's all. The video's over. You are gonna get a 2-minute video and you're gonna have to deal with it. All right, Antonio wants a stronghold, which is deeply concerning. I think we've got some military operations here. I think we got some Area 51 shit going on. That's great. That's exciting. I would like to see the nuclear bombs. I would like to see it. I don't want to get involved with them, but I'd like to see it. Oh, Chevra, I vowed to protect the assets that I've received from everybody. What assets? What are you doing? Are you a loan shark? Are the assets legally obtained? What kind of assets? Are we talking blackmail here? What the hell is this? She concerns me, but you know what? I support women's wrongs, especially lesbian wrongs. I do. I support her and Nan doing whatever they want in whatever universe they want. They can kill me. That's fine. They're totally allowed to do that. Serrano, I want my place to feel like a construction job site. Are you insane? Are you insane? You know what? White noise is free. Jesus. A vacation home with a well for drift. That's not... Eugene's is I want a relaxing space where I can talk about myself a lot, which I genuinely don't know what to do with at all, and I hate listening to Eugene talk about anything, and I know I have his amiibo because I've been trying to burn it for weeks and it keeps coming back, so you know what? I think that's the perfect one. I think we're gonna have to make Eugene a podcast station, because everybody knows that if you hear an annoying man make a podcast, you're never gonna forget his grating voice for the rest of your life. Eugene and I have something beyond problems, to be honest with you. I think Eugene is my guardian devil. I think he was sent to make me specifically uncomfortable and I cannot get him out of my brain. This is perfect for me. This is gonna really ache my heart. This is gonna really break me into pieces and I don't know how to deal with that. Oh my god, yeah it is, yeah. I don't think this is an amiibo. I think this is just a written curse, an NFC curse. I don't know if that's possible, but I think it is now. I think they figured it out. Nintendo, you're sick. Nintendo is a cult or whatever. I don't know. I am very wary to make cult accusations. Maybe it's just a light cult, maybe not really a religious one. Just a light cult, just a little cult, I hate him. Bellissimo, I'm sure you've got all of this handled, so I don't have to do anything, but just in case, here's what I'm thinking. What story? And is it illegal? You should have a lawyer here, buddy. If you're gonna tell anything about your life, I think you need a lawyer. I think you need somebody to be holding your ass at all times and hiding you behind their jacket. I'm just gonna bring my little notepad with me and write down any shit that he says so I can bring it up to the next law firm I find. I have to make this good. I don't know how to make this good. Where would a podcaster live? Yeah, this looks rich enough. 1 floor or 2? I'm gonna start with 1, and then if I have to do more, if somehow the creativity overtakes me, which I highly doubt because he is draining every single original thought from my body right now, I can add another one. Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you don't have rights? The US law says you don't. I'm scared. I want to know what area this is though. Where is this? Why don't we have this? What are these metropolitan suburbs that probably didn't cost anywhere near this about 10 years ago before all the rich people bought it? I want him to suffer. I want to make a hell pit, but I promised myself I would would do this. I would put all of my effort into this. I know that I can do this, okay? I know that I can do this. I sat through the entirety of Succession. I can do this, all right? And that's not me saying I didn't like Succession. It was just the most horrifying experience for me ever. I've never hated people so much. Also, they're my scrunglies. You just can't take what I say at face value because it doesn't mean anything. I may be a very blunt person when I have something to say, but usually I'm just saying shit. Usually I've just got shit to say, okay? You have to understand this. Why does he have to watch? Ew. I need to make sure it's not just the camera and the couch. This is making me so uncomfortable. Look at him. Look at him. He knows what he's doing. Look at him nodding. Ew. Okay, this area is going to be the waiting room area, I think. Like a little bit of a waiting room for podcast guests, because I swear to God, restraining order directly afterward, and he's going to need to find some guests immediately. The sideburns, it's like he's bobbing them along. It's like he's trying to do Morse code with them. It's disgusting. Anyway, there needs to be like a producer's cove. There needs to be like a craft room. I don't know what to do. There is genuinely something so sinister inside of his brain. I think he's like coming up with the next new crime that lawyers are going to have to research. I think that's what he's doing right now. I think there's something festering inside of his brain like a soup. Did you guys see all of that game drama on Twitter lately? I have never played it before. It's called Roots of Pasha, but they posted like this whole thing, right? They posted this whole thing like, hey, our game is finally back on Steam. And it looks like an interesting game. I'd really like to play it at some point. But they made their little announcement and said that there were some issues with one of the companies working on it. Like they parted ways due to issues. What issues? What issues? You can't just post about issues and then not tell me the issues. I need to be involved in everybody's shit or I'll die, okay? There is something so special and so beautiful about being involved in something you absolutely should not be involved in, okay? I know that they don't want me there. I know that they're keeping it confidential. I know this is all PR stuff, but please just tell me, just DM it to me. Social media admin, please tell me. I'll keep it a secret. I probably won't, but I'll tell only a couple people and they will tell only a couple people, so it will just be like everybody knows but nobody knows, you know what I mean? That's really what I'm looking for. I usually start with the walls. Why didn't I do that? I think I'm gonna do like a normal plain black wall. That's what I feel best about, you know? I feel like that's the right way to do this. I've never been inside of a podcast studio before, but I assume it's boring. I'm looking to recreate the Joe Rogan room from the Beach That Makes You Old video, because I have never once in my life ever seeked out one of his podcast episodes, okay? I will never do that on purpose, but you know what? I did laugh at the Beach That Makes You Old. That's the worst part about it. I did laugh. I found it funny. I shouldn't have done that. I hate Joe Rogan, even though he's Gerard Way's, second fucking cousin? Second cousin? What's that about? Why did he do that? What kind of funny little trick from God was that? You know, people will be like, small world, haha. I just think it's a very weird, fucked up little world. There's a lot of people here, and that's why it's not small. That's why it's so fucked up that this happened, okay? That's terrifying. You know what? That makes me wonder, do I have a hidden second cousin, and is it like Ron DeSantis or something? What would I do at that point? How do you move on from your life like that? And I love Gerard Way deeply. I do, with my entire heart. However, I would not be able to deal with the fact that Joe Rogan was related to me. Just gonna add the security cameras for some fun, just for a little bit of excitement. I feel like I should move this over a little bit and we could do a mini fridge moment. Eugene, you are not allowed to eat anything from the mini fridge. You will starve, and I will watch you and I will laugh. You cannot have any food. This is not your studio. You do not own it. You lease it, and you're not going to pay the rent on time, and I know that, and that's why I'm hoping they kill you. I hate landlords. I do. I'm not a landlord supporter, but I hope that this landlord is just fucking fed up by the time you don't pay your rent, and he kills you. Oh, see, the mini fridge kind of fucks. You know what I mean? Yes, it's white, and it doesn't look right there, but that's fine. Maybe I can make this white? No, that actually looks so bad. That looks terrible. You know what? I was wrong. I admitted I was wrong. I will take steps in the future to not be wrong anymore. I feel bad that I was wrong in the first place, but like the water cooler looks good, right? See, you know, this is a waiting room. You could wait in here. This is somewhere where I could see myself doing a lot of waiting, you know? Do we have a fruit basket? Can we put a fruit basket down? I think fruit baskets are made up. I really do. I've talked about this before in other videos, but like I have never seen a fruit basket that has been actually delivered to a real life person before, unless they are worth millions, okay? See, fruit basket. Animal Crossing is trying to gaslight me into thinking fruit baskets exist. Isn't that insane? Yeah, they don't exist. They're not real. Fruit baskets cannot be real. There's no way that people are like spending money to get a fruit basket. That's not a real thing. Get a grip. I feel like we're gonna have to put up like an actual set, you know, make this look like a set. I know that there are those podcasts that they film. You know, they film the podcast. They give videos with the podcast, but that doesn't make any sense to me. What makes it different from a regular YouTube video? If it's filmed, if there's video, what makes it any different? What makes it any different? I would really like to know this. this, because if you're filming it, I always thought podcasts were called podcasts because they're audio. Is that not true? Have I been punked my entire life? Is that what I'm hearing? Am I hearing that I've been punked? Because I don't think that's right. I don't think that's correct. I think that should not be considered a podcast anymore if you film it. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the person in the wrong here, but that doesn't make any sense to me. That just seems like egregious. That seems like blasphemy. It seems like a sin. You know what I mean? And you know what? I'm all for a little bit of sinning, but not when it comes to technology. Put some respect on this bitch's name, all right? And the bitch in question being podcasts. I used to watch podcasts, and now I just don't even have the focus capability to watch a podcast and do something else because I have ADHD, and the only time I'm ever going to watch a podcast is if I'm doing something else at that time. You know what I mean? Where's a good desk? What can I put down to be like the desk of the podcast guy? They all have desks, right? Like in theory, they all have desks. I swear I've seen them all have desks. I don't like saying that word because it just sounds like you're saying at the end, and I don't like that. That makes me upset. Maybe the den desk. There's a white den desk. I feel like that just clashes. That just clashes so much. I hate it. Fine, dark wood. We're doing dark wood. That blends in with the floor though. I don't know about that. I don't know. How are these configured? How do you people figure out where to sit? Where is everybody sitting for the podcast? Are there assigned seats? Are you assigning seats for the podcast? Is that what you're doing? Because that's freaky behavior. I won't lie to you. And I don't know what to do about it. You know, I think I should report that to somebody, maybe to OSHA. I don't think OSHA would care, but I need to give it to somebody. If you don't know, I've been watching Game of Thrones lately, and watching that show is deeply insane because I keep thinking the actors look like other actors, and I can't not point it out, which is probably so deeply annoying. Like, I need you to understand that it's probably the most annoying fucking thing I could possibly do, but I can't help myself. There is something so deep within me that if I see somebody who looks like somebody else, I have to say, oh my god, that person looks like nobody cares. Nobody cares. I have to tell myself this deeply. Nobody cares. But listen, what if I care? What if this is like plaguing me, you know? What then? Would you not let me speak? Would you let me die? Probably. And that would be understandable. That really would be understandable. But at the same time, I just can't not. I really just can't not. I really just can't not do it because everybody looks like somebody else and it makes me angry. Okay, get your own look. Stop looking like other people. I have never seen anybody that looks like me. And the one time I got compared to a celebrity, I don't think it was correct. I really don't think it was correct. I got compared to like this girl from American Beauty. I look like I'm a tattoo apprentice in a very shitty shop off of the New York Strip, all right? I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's right. And you know what? Never say it again. I'm sure they meant it out of good faith and she's very pretty, but like, don't lie to me. At least keep it truthful with me. I feel like the hospital shades would actually look really good as a backdrop here, but you can't customize them and that's not gonna work for me. There has to be some kind of backdrop, right? There has to look like there's some kind of backdrop. I don't think we can just do this, right? I think that we would look unprofessional if we didn't add a backdrop. I don't know, okay? I'm recording this hunched over with my posture in shrimp mode. I don't know what professional looks like. Where is the simple panel? What would an annoying man put as the backdrop? I don't know. I try to stay away from them. I do. I feel like the greasy, plain black background is insane, and I'm not gonna do it, I think. You know what? It's fine. We don't need the backdrop. We can just spruce up the back with other things. You know what? I'm giving him way too much credit right now. I am giving Eugene, of all people, way too much goddamn credit because as if he would know how to interior design, he would put 2 chairs down and say, yep, 2 people talking. That's it. That's all we need, you know? You don't need any pronoun shit in the background. My brother in Christ, I just want to put some pictures up. I really do. I just want to add some images. Oh, he probably needs a picture of himself in the background. Ew, this is really so gross. You ever thought about this? You ever thought about how fucked up this is? I hope that this is all worth it and you're very happy here and you love this place because one day you will die in here. You know what's been bothering me? I say this in every single video because there's always something bothering me. Ew, wait, the color's wrong on that now. Can I change this? Thank God, that's better. Anyway, everybody knows that if you have a very, very specific question, you go on Reddit for it. And I hate that. I hate the fact that that's the truth. I don't want to go on Reddit for it. But you know what I hate? You know what's really grinding my gears about that? Lately, I have been seeing way too many people posting like reasonable answers. I am not saying, is it a good idea? I'm asking people, how do I do this? I'm not asking them for their opinion on what I'm doing. I was asking the other day, I was like, can I melt holes through this type of plastic? Because I was trying to make a plant pot out of some old shitty home decor I got at the thrift store, and they were like, no, don't do that, you'll breathe in fumes. Okay, And why can't I have a little fumes as a treat? You know, I'll go outside, I'll wear a mask. Why can't I have a little bit of fumes as a treat, a little bit of fumigation, you know? I need to go ahead and like give my lungs a bit of a test every once in a while, don't you think? They're having it too good after multiple cases of COVID, you know? They're having it way too good. They're having way too good of a time here. Why are you giving me advice on if something is a good idea? If I did not specifically say, hey, is it a good idea to do this? I do not want to hear your opinion. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Look at the neon lights though. You know, I couldn't do a sign. There's no sign here, but I had to do something. I feel like weird podcast men always have stupid exit signs or something in the background, right? Right? That's something that they would do for sure. Oh, the pennant goes hard because that's a stupid thing to have in the background. We get it. You went to college. Okay. How's the debt going? Are you using your degree for podcasting? Are you? Is it helping? What does Eugene have a degree in, you may ask? He is very much not a fan of that question. Please do not ask him that. You will be escorted out of the building immediately. That is not okay to ask. You're not allowed to ask that. That's a breach of contract and you are not allowed to be here. Why am I thinking about camera logistics right now? I'm thinking about the camera. I'm like, if the camera was there, you would want something above his head to draw attention. Guys, what am I doing? You know, where did it go wrong? Where did everything go wrong with me? I'm very curious. I'm deeply curious. I would love to know. The deer head kind of fucks, I will say that. I mean, the ethics of that are a little bit concerning, to be honest with you, but I really don't think that ethics would be a concern in this case anyway, you know what I mean? Was this an excuse for me to make fun of men? That's for you to decide. I don't know, maybe it was. I feel like there's a little bit more I have to do. Maybe put some gears. I feel like Eugene would try and be a hard ass, like he would convince himself that he's a hard ass, and then it would just be like weird random shit and he doesn't even know how to change a tire. I'm not saying that I know how to change a tire, but I think that if it came down to it and I had to figure out how to change a tire, I would 100% be better at changing a tire than him. All right, I'd figure it out so much quicker. I would be able to do it. Maybe a speaker. Are there any wall speakers? I don't think there are any wall speakers unless I scrolled right past them. That's annoying. That's a little bit annoying. I don't like that very much. I don't think that's nice. I don't think that's neat. The air conditioning doesn't fit there. I doubt he would have air conditioning in the frame, but still. Maybe I could like knock him down a peg or something. The Marlin would work, but like I don't think I have it in me. I don't think I have it in me to do the Marlin. I don't. I'm sick. I'm sick in the head. I don't even want to look at him. I love that it just obscures him out of view when I have this window open. I really do. Please don't ask me about the TV, okay? Please. You know what? I know full well that I already put a TV over there, but I feel like a lot of them have some kind of screen behind the guests. I don't know. You know, he so would have this crest thing. I don't know why I've had so many questions lately that are Reddit worthy. I mean, I try to like stray away from that. If I can distance myself from asking a question on Reddit, I am going to do that. There is no way that I'm going to allow myself to get in that position. I don't like that. I don't want to do that. He's not good enough for the LED display. No, he's not. I mean, that thing is ugly as hell, but that's for my scene stuff. All right, that's for the scene island. That is for people who deserve it. What are we doing here? What went wrong? I think that this would be better than this, even though I feel like that looked interesting. I feel like this is better. There was something very wrong with me today. I apologize. I apologize for ever dragging you into this. You shouldn't have to see this. Nobody should. This is something that nobody should have to see. This should be illegal, but you know what? I'm here anyway. We'll do this too. Ew. Ew. I don't like looking at him. I don't want to have to look at him. Like, this is sick. This is sicko shit. We have the quintessential lights here. I think we're gonna want a second camera if we can. This needs to like face whatever guest would be sitting here. You know what I mean? I would 100% bet that he hired a tech team. He was like, we need this. This needs to be good. This needs to be something that we can sell, something that we can get. And then he realized that he doesn't know how to do shit, so the tech team has to do everything. You know, we live, we laugh, we love. That's all we need here. That's all this needs to be. I am going insane. All right, I am losing my mind. You know what else? So we have these birds here that wander around the store areas, you know, the areas with the stores. I don't know why I felt the need to clarify that. Yeah, the other store areas, the one without the store. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about here. Anyway, we have around here these crows that are absolutely massive that hang out there. I have never in my life seen such large crows. Does anybody know why they're so big? Would anybody know that? Is anybody here a bird expert? Because I don't understand why they're huge. They are the size of like a good sized medium dog in height. They are huge, they are massive, and they are violent. They will come for you. They will come after you, and you can't do anything about that, by the way. Once they're after you, they're after you. If you have fries, if you have grocery store food, sorry. I'm really sorry about that, but it's over for you, okay? It is deeply over for you. Look at him clapping. He thinks he's done something here. I feel like we need somewhere so that he can get his hideous ass face covered up, okay? I don't believe anybody is ugly. I don't believe that except for Animal Crossing villagers, and I do believe that some of them are ugly because you know what? You can't tell me Eugene doesn't deserve that. You can't tell me that. Look at him. Look at the sideburns. That's a choice. That is 100% a choice, okay? Don't come after me. He is terrifying. I am scared of this man. Maybe I could do like this as an equipment closet. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is very scary to me. I feel like I wasn't made for this. You know, this isn't right for me. I'm not gonna do it. He is sitting there with his stupid little sunglasses on, thinking about the fact that he has pwned me, that he has really got me here, that he has finally conquered me, because he has. I am finally here making him his stupid house. He showed up on this island like 3 times. I need you to understand that, okay? I have declined him every single time, but I finally broke down. You know, this is a very terrifying turn of events for me. Speaking of terrifying turn of events, I almost died last night. That's actually not a lie, which is really exciting. That's not a lie at all. I had dangerously low blood sugar. I don't even remember what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Which I didn't know was a thing that I had to worry about. Turns out I'm hypoglycemic. I did not know that was a thing. That was an issue that I was gonna have. I really didn't. Ew. Exciting moments in the me fandom. And by the me fandom, I mean me and my house and my cat. My cat is the me fandom. I mean, she's really not. She doesn't like me that much. That's okay. She doesn't have to. I kind of feel like I should do the streamer one. Sure, stock trading. Why not? I can deal with that. You know what? Business major. Assigned business major at birth. Guess what, buddy? You're at the end of your line. I have made you into a business major. You will have the business major allegations coming at you left and right. What are you going to do now? You have already sealed yourself into sin for the rest of your life, and I will walk away laughing as I see your name removed from the book of life. All right? The director chair is kind of sick. I won't lie to you. I kind of want that in my house. You know, I don't direct anything. I don't want to direct anything, but it would be fun to have. I feel like I should add something like a carpet down there to kind of separate it. And you know, they always have carpet in filming rooms for sound quality, whatever that is. I don't know what the fuck that is. You can probably tell. Ah, see, that fits so nicely. Oh no. Does it? Oh no. It's fine, okay? You know what? Because this is actually the only part that they film, so it would make sense that the floor doesn't go all the way over there, right? Please tell me I'm correct, please. The color of this is actually so nasty. Maybe this. This is something, it separates it from the main floor, you know? It makes it seem more studio-esque, as if he needs that. It's fine. I'm taking my duty at Paradise Planning very seriously, and hopefully I'll get a bonus. You know, maybe a nice Christmas bonus, maybe a nice birthday bonus, something like that. They pay me enough. They pay me enough, you know? I don't feel any need to unionize or anything. They pay me enough. It's okay. Okay, that's a little bit better. And then maybe a cart. We can add a cart over here, something to make it feel like they're working, something that they can hide behind so that Eugene feels like they're working, but he doesn't feel like checking, so he never knows that they're just slacking off the whole time. That would be great. I feel bad for these people. You know, working under Eugene, that's prison. That should really be a prison sentence. I mean, that's probably a little too cruel for that, to be honest with you, but there's no like cart that fits this. You know, everything's either food related or it's something else. I don't know what the something else would have been, but my brain is empty. What am I supposed to put here? I feel sick. What am I supposed to do? An amp? That's for guitars. Yeah, it's going there anyway. What are the guitars gonna do? Complain? You know, there's no guitars actually here. They will never know that this is happening. The guitars will never know that this was ever an issue, so it's fine. I feel very ashamed about that. I do. We need wardrobe. We need like a good wardrobe. I'm really curious on when they're actually going to produce the next console, because they just released Tears of the Kingdom on this one. Like, I genuinely thought that they were going to save any super massive games until the next console, but I guess it makes sense because the Switch is technically at the end of its lifespan, so I mean, squeezing out a couple more sales before you do something new would probably be a good idea on Nintendo's part, even though it kind of sucks for consumers. But you know what? Everything sucks for consumers. So if this was decorated better and it had my vibes on it, I wouldn't mind this studio. You know what? It looks like a good studio. It looks like something that you can work with here, which is terrifying. I don't want him to be allowed to work with anything. You know, keep that shit to yourself. Keep your thoughts to yourself. I don't want to hear them. Maybe this cart, I know this cart has bread in it, but like, what else am I supposed to do? You know, what other carts do we have? The ironwood one? Yeah, sure, totally. That is one that exists, but you know what? I'm not going to use it, so please leave me alone. Ugh. why does it have to be gold trimmed? Everything has to be an ordeal. Everything has to be an ordeal constantly. And today it happens to be the cart, you know? I want to put a cart here. Everything on earth is pushing against me doing a cart here. I feel like this could really house some opinions that his mother would disagree with, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna put too much on the other walls because I feel like that's okay. You know what? I can skimp on that and still be true to form. Maybe a bulletin board here because it can say the guests like they do on Saturday Night Live for some reason. I am not an active Saturday Night Live watcher, okay? Don't worry. I was at one point for some reason, but I've grown. And also, Bill Hader left, so you know what? I don't feel the need to do that anymore. I feel like I have been set free. Even though he left in like fucking 2012, I'm saying that like that just happened. That Bill Hader just left, you know, like that's a new thing. But that doesn't help really. That really doesn't help my case at all, does it? You know, 2012? What? Wasn't the world gonna end and it didn't? Yeah, wish it did. Would really have loved if it did. But then again, I also wouldn't be here making Eugene's podcast station. God, I really wish it had ended. You know, a little clock here so that nobody is late because he will kill anybody who's late, I think. Eugene seems like one of those people who is very harsh for zero reason. And you know what? I cry when people are harsh to me. It may not sound like it, but I will cry if you raise your voice at me, so don't do that. Fuck you. I never understood the purpose of yelling. I don't get it. You know, maybe just because I don't like yelling, I don't like the sound of it, I don't like doing it, it hurts my throat. You know, like don't fucking hurt my throat for that. Why would I yell at somebody? Why would I yell? I get screaming to alert people. You know, I do, but I don't get screaming. You know why? Why? Keep your voice down. You're wasting your energy, motherfucker. I don't get it. Get a grip. It's gonna be okay. You don't have to yell at people. There is no reason for it. I feel like there should be a table over here. I kind of like the monochrome vibe, but at the same time, I kind of don't. It's working, but it could be so much better. Where's just a little drink? You know, a little sippy. We need a sippy of something. There's gotta be something here that's sippable. I'm a drink person, but at the same time, I forget to drink anything. Like when I have a drink, I love it. I love my little drink. I want another drink. I want as many drinks as I can have. Iced coffee. I want a water. I don't like soda, but you know what? Just for the example, because I can't think of any other drink, soda. But if I forget to get any kind of drink, I will not remember. It's not something that I am physically able to remember. Let's do a clipboard. Maybe they're signing a contract or something. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't sign contracts. I don't want to read that shit, but I also don't want to get scammed. You know what I mean? There's a double-sided hook to that. I don't want to get scammed. I don't want to read. So you know what? You just ignore them. You just don't sign them. You just don't do anything in your life. A job? No. Water? See, this is reminding me to go drink water. That's great, isn't it? Don't you feel like this was extremely needed? Don't you feel like we needed a reminder to drink some water? Because I think I'm dying right now, probably. Probably I might be. I was last night. Okay, you know what? Like I said, I'm not decorating the other wall. This is a set. This is a place of work. They don't decorate the fucking walls at work, all right? They don't decorate the walls in any office space unless it's shitty corporate art, and I don't think he would allow that because he doesn't believe in art. Where's the Lambo? I can't believe I'm doing this, but I need to find the car. I need to find the big, fancy, expensive car because that needs to be parked out here. Yeah. Yeah, there's your big stupid car, buddy. We'll do another one in a different color for whoever's here this week, you know? I don't know why I'm assuming that he would be able to get people to come here, but there's probably somebody. He could probably find somebody on Twitter who wants to talk. At least one person is going to be deeply and utterly obsessed with him and dedicate their life to him, you know what I mean? There's always got to be the one guy, which is so unfortunate. I would really rather there aren't any one guys, but it's fine. What do I put out here? What do you put outside this, you know? What am I supposed to do here? I feel like a gazebo wouldn't be right because he would think that's gay, which he also said when I walked into the room to help, and he would be correct. To loop around like this, and then I could add some trees to it, you know, a little bit of greenery. I feel like too much greenery would be considered a problem in his space, in his head, so I'm not going to add that much. I think that he's worried about like doing the opposite of climate change, you know. I think he's worried about reversing it because he really doesn't want to. He's trying to make climate change as bad as possible, alright? He's trying to figure out how to make climate change go faster. He does not pay anybody who comes on the podcast. What a guy. You know what? We'll do this like cabin in the woods style. What is that? No. We are not doing Christmas, okay? I would in fact call them holiday trees just to piss him off, but we're not doing those either. I highly doubt that he would allow bushes near his house, but you know what? I can't deal with this. I can't let it look like shit. We'll do some park benches maybe, and then I need to fix the outside of the house, and then I'm done. I'm never looking at him again. Maybe I'll give him the little high chair. Goo goo piss baby. Get out of my life. Get out of my space. Never talk to me again. This is obviously something that he can afford to rent, and yet he's pretending that he can. You know what I mean? This is somewhere deep in the middle of comedy newcomers town. And you know what? Good for him. Stay the hell away from me. Go be with the business majors. Go be with your brethren. Go be with the people who share the womb with you. All right, I'm done. Little rich people topiary could work. Get out of my way, you little rat. Go over there. Stop it. A little bit suburbs now, actually, but it's fine. The outsides are something that I just do not know how to do. Does anybody else have that problem? Like the inside of Happy Home Paradise, it's like, yeah, okay. But the outside, do the little rolling cart, just for fun. I'm sure he would hate that shit out front, so you know what? I'm adding it. This is a suburbs house. Let me change the colors of this, but this is, it's cute. I wish it wasn't. I wish it was horrifying, but you know what? I made myself an oath. I told myself I would do this, so he gets it. He gets it. He wins. And you know what? I'm hoping that I can just lock him in here when I leave and I'll never have to deal with him again. Iron door. Perfect. I can lock that. I can get that locked in. That's great. This isn't bad. I thought it would be a lot worse. I think that we have something here. I really do. Wait, is the vacation home done already? How is that possible? Because I hate you. Because I want to stuff you in here and watch you choke in here. I can get fired at this point. I'm good. Oh, it's doing it all on the outside. Oh, okay. Then I'm ending it here. Thanks for watching. This was everything, yeah, buddy. Thanks again. He learned that off of TikTok and he's trying to use it. Whatever, Eugene, okay? Have fun. Have fun with your podcast. Have fun trying to get Spotify to allow you to say a slur. I really appreciate you letting me come here, and I hope that you have a very, very short rest of your life. I think that I've paid my dues. Thanks for watching this. I appreciate it, and thank you so much for all of your love on the most recent video. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me, and I'm so glad there are so many of you here now. I love you so much. Stay safe, stay wonderful, my friends, and I'll see you next time. Thank you to all of my members. Stay safe, stay wonderful. Goodbye.